Brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Karakadash, all praises, honor, glory, love, respect, and faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much what you done, what you doing, what you gonna do. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching and preaching the truth and nothing but the truth in the name and in the spirit of Yahweh by Sheba Shah. Try to put the spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, scattered all over the world. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you specklebirds, that look like other nations. For example, a so-called white person or a Chinese person, or etc., etc. Anyway, more on the news. Clicking on, checking out. The hell is all this? And them Japanese runners. Mm, Let me see. I gotta switch over. Forgot to do that. Since I'm still in YouTube detention on this channel, I think. Was it U.S. gas running out of fuel? It's monkeypox. Yeah, he takes too long. Let me see. Monkeypox. Nah, it's like another video. It's gonna be another video shooting from the hill. Well, actually, no. Because I had some videos lined up over here. Matter of fact, let me get rid of these. There ain't number of videos of people getting judged, getting judgment. Some guy got swallowed up in a sinkhole, a sand pit. Other chick found dead, missing, and found dead in the trunk, I think. And it's about that shooting in Milwaukee, whatever, Bucks game, and Taco Bell employee teenager was shooting at two customers and shit. I need to get rid of that too. Get rid of this too. No, I'll keep that. All right, we got two videos I want to play out. Let's see, with Jeremy Clarkston says planning department. Pretty much, he's talking about he got a show going on. What is it? Somewhere I guess on BBC, cause he British. But anyway, he got a show going on about his documenting his farm. He used to be on those TV shows with it. I used to watch that shit a lot. Top Gear, and he had another one with Amazon with other colleagues. What that shit called? The Grand Tour. And I got another show talking about the food. Now he experienced some shit with the farmers and all that other stuff. Anyway, I'm playing the video.
Reading difficulties?
And let me just bring us about this guy's character. He's gonna be saying some funny stuff like a comedian. He's somewhat of a comedian, and people, people that familiar with this guy, they gonna just look at it as like, oh, he's just being who he is. He's a funny guy. No, take the guy serious. What he's saying, take it serious. Because just like any comedians will make something serious into a joke, and it just goes over people's heads, just like that. And then it'll just be nothing but a memory, a lost memory.
Push. Point.
Permission for anything.
Let me go back. Yeah, about 9 minutes long. Yeah, talking about Jeremy Clarkson on pressure facing farmers.
He's best known for his love of fast cars and planning the perfect road trip on the Grand Tour, having formerly been the longest-running host of the motoring show Top Gear. Jeremy Clarkson has also now found reality TV fame by running on camera a 1,000-acre farm that he bought in the Cotswolds. To talk about all that, Jeremy joins me now from his home in Oxfordshire. Jeremy, good evening.
Big Tom, how are you?
Good, thank you. And how's the farm? I hear you've had little local difficulties today inseminating a heifer, as one does.
Well, yes, I've bought some cows, a flock of them, and one was successfully impregnated using AI, and one of them, who's my sort of pet cow really, called Pepper, it isn't getting pregnant. 3 times we've tried, so we're now going to have to rent a bull to see if the bull can do a better job than the syringe or the turkey baster, or it's actually called the straw, I've learned. And we'll see what happens, because if she can't get pregnant, she'll have to go off to market, and that would be heartbreaking. So fingers crossed for Pepper.
Fingers crossed indeed for Pepper. This all, of course, I suspect will be appearing on Clarkson's Farm Series 2 now. I think you're filming as we speak.
Yeah, no, we've been we've been filming it since last July, but it takes a year, obviously, to film a year in the life of a farm. And so everyone's saying, oh, we can't wait for season 2. But the problem, of course, is it takes a year to actually film it. And then it has to be edited and so on and so forth. So it'll be a while before it's on the TV.
Let me talk to you now about the highly provocative subject of planning. You've been having your own difficulties with it. There's quite a bit of it in the Queen's speech this week, which we'll get to. But you've applied for planning permission, what, 3 times now to improve your diddly squat farm shop, and you've had it refused 3 times, if I've got my numbers correct.
Yes, it's. I've no idea. I must have offended the planners in some way in a column I wrote probably 20 years ago, and I can't get planning permission. Maybe I should buy an apron and join the Masons. I don't know what you have to do, but I simply can't get planning permission for anything.
See what I mean? One of them type of jokes. And he's a Freemason anyway. How you think you get? Well, I watch the shows. This dude get like $1 million cars, and it's like he get paid millions of dollars to do a show and all this other shit. But anyway, I don't see how he having a hard time getting, getting the fertilizer and stuff needed. Like it matters. But anyway, I just, rambling on. Let me get back to the video.
Which is infuriating, but it's not just me, as it turns out. I thought it was, but farmers...
No, it's not just you, bro. You thinking about yourself. It's like everybody else that's a farmer. And shit, they got way more than 1,000 acres. Shit, they got like 10,000 acres. Or more than that. And they doing more harder work than you. And then, like I said, it's gonna be brushed off like it's not much of a big deal.
Up and down the country are saying the same thing. It's, as I'm sure you know, Tom, the basic farm payment scheme is being reduced dramatically. Mine's gone down from 80,000 to 60,000, goes down to 40,000 next year, and will eventually go to nothing at all. And the government has told farmers to diversify, to think of other ways of making money and not just to rely on taxpayer assistance. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll open a shop, I'll open a restaurant and sell my produce there. Local government, the local authority just says, no, you can't do that. So we're being told to diversify on the one hand and then told we can't diversify by local planners, which is, I mean, you described me as Britain's angriest farmer earlier. I'm not. I'm just roll my eyes and just think, well, this is tremendous television. I mean, without knowing it, West Oxfordshire District Council is writing a fantastic script, and every farmer in the country will go, that's exactly what's happening. These, how can I put it, not terribly bright people in planning departments just don't understand what they're messing around with. And I'm seeing the results. I was told to change the traditional green tin roof on my shop was much more expensive slate. I was told I couldn't sell milk that was coming from 5 miles away from a woman who's desperately worried about her future as a dairy farmer because of TB and so on. I haven't been allowed to build a farm track. I haven't been allowed to build a car park, even though the locals are saying there's too many people parking on the road. It just goes on and on and on. And the council's answer to everything is no. But
pause for a second. Yeah, I heard about this. That's why I'm doing this video playing. I forgot I got the mic away from my mouth. The reason why I was checking this video because I watched a couple of videos related to this, and his name came up. One of the brothers from North Carolina. I forgot the other. I think it was Jamaica and North Carolina. Listen to their video, and they're talking about Jeremy Clarkson is worried people will turn to cannibals or cannibalism amid food shortage. Yeah, because you ain't got no food. What you gonna eat? You hungry? What you gonna eat? You better find something. These folks, I don't know. But anyway.
I'm sort of giving up, really. I'm just going to do what I learned at school.
Do what you learned at school?
Yeah, get round the rules.
Jeremy, the serious point here...
Don't you worry about that. When they said, you've got to go to chapel, I just thought, no, you see, I haven't got to go to chapel. I just have to work out how I don't have to go to chapel. There are ways around these rules. I mean, as I say, they're not terribly bright. We'll get around them.
The serious point is that you're not the only farmer with this problem. Farmers all over up and down the country have to diversify because it's so hard to make any money now. They're not being able to. You've just given your example, why not? Is there a role for government here, and what do you want the government to do to help?
Well, yes, I think there is a role for the government. I think at the moment, farmers, as I understand it, and I am a trainee farmer, let's make no mistake about that, are allowed to change buildings that are smaller than 150 square meters, which is very, very small. But
Got the mic away from the mouth. Yeah, man. It's coming. And the Lord, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah bringing it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out that same. It was some old scriptures I should have got jotted down, but I'll get to it and put it added into the archives. But yeah, man, this is what the Lord is bringing to this whole world, especially Babylon the Great America. Was it Ezekiel chapter 5 verse 16? When I shall send upon, he sends upon them the evil arrows of famine. That's what the Lord Yahweh Shema shall be sending. The evil arrows of famine. And it's coming from him. He orchestrating all this. And people are like, the Lord good and Jesus. He's a good guy. He would never do such a thing. Bitch, look closely. Read the Bible, nigga. That's what he says in Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 16. Which shall be for their destruction. Oh, destruction. Oh, he destroys shit. Yeah. And which I will send, which Yahweh Bashemasha will send to destroy you. And I will increase the famine upon you. Yep. And will break your staff of bread. Eh? And then, wheat. They always talk about wheat crisis and all that because wheat is critical for a lot of food. It takes a lot to make all the food we consume has got wheat in it. And look what's going on. And that bread, shit, ain't gonna be no bread. But they ain't talking about actual, like, I don't know. They talk about actual bread, but pretty much food. Break, and will break your staff of bread. I mean, pretty much your food. Pretty much your food. Because, famine of bread. Because most time people will eat bread. A lot of people eat bread when there's nothing else to eat. And it's like this, another thing too, when hurricanes come around. Not tornadoes, but hurricanes. When they report hurricanes, what's the first thing people grab out the grocery stores? Or either a tropical storm. They say a tropical storm or a hurricane. What's the first thing people grab out the stores? Bread. What do you think they're gonna be grabbing out of them stores when now people start realizing we gotta rush the stores, we gotta rush the stores, get the food. They're gonna go after the bread. Damn, they gonna go after the bread like clockwork. Anyway, I ain't playing no more. As you can see, I showed an article earlier. Wait, hold on. Where is that article? Yeah, here you go, right here. There's many other articles about what's going on. Yep, many articles. Cannibalism warning over. Yeah, this GBN News. Yeah, this the one they was showing. It would say Jeremy Clarkson issues cannibalism warning over food shortages. It makes people eat their neighbors. Yep, and this bitch ain't gonna be living it good. And I know he got something stored up. He got a bunker. He make a lot of money doing the little car TV shows. He got a bunker for himself and his cars. Shit, just like a damn Jay Leno. Nigga got like 1,000 cars and shit in a warehouse. And you can't take that shit with you when motherfuckers this shit gonna get destroyed. It's a G7 warns Russia and the Ukraine war is stalking global. I mean, it's shock. I mean, shit, stalking global food crisis. Let me see. I'm trying to think what else I need to look up. I find some other news. Matter of fact, let's see what else we got going on the list. Cause I ain't gonna just talk about food shortage. Oh yeah, was it GMS Watchman? Let's see what this is about. Of course, I already have
Well,
felt
many have
betrayed.
started paying for things with our phones, even watches.
One company, though, wants to take that technology to another level by implanting a chip in your hand.
Some of the
Yep, and you know when people are so desperate. Oh shit, I forgot. Microphone away from my mouth. You know when people are so desperate and they need a solution, you know, there's a problem, reaction, and there's a solution. This will come in play. When there's a lot of things that's going on, this gonna come in play. But you know, the food shortage and such, this gonna come in play. But I wonder how they gonna issue it out. How they gonna orchestrate it? I'm talking about I'm talking about the elite of this world, mostly Esau Edom, the so-called white man. But he's not white, he's red. Just like this guy right here. Look how red this guy is. See how red he is? And he's sort of, yeah, he red too around the cheeks, but they red all over, like a hairy garment, just like their forefather, or whatever their father is back then, in ancient times, Esau. He came out the womb red as hell.
Instead of carrying your wallet in your back pocket or your purse, a tech company wants you to keep it under your skin.
All right, so let's explain here. Walletmore is selling microchips implanted in your hand as an alternate payment. Could this be the future? Maybe.
The overseas company
Yeah, the future of the NWO, which won't last long, but it's gonna be some shit. Even the elite won't be able to control what the Lord's gonna do to these niggas. Shit, people gonna lose their damn minds, and they can't. They ain't gonna. It's gonna be some shit where the elite can't handle it, and them niggas gonna be scared. And hell, I'm pretty sure they scared right now, cause shit, they hide in their bunkers right now, looking like some shit from Resident Evil. They living in a underground, like 200 feet below the Earth's surface and shit. They got fancy teched out stuff here and there and shit. Or either they in space and all that. But yeah, man, that's what it is. You say Chronicle. It's the Second Chronicles, chapter 36, verse 16. But they mocked the messenger of God. Yeah, the prophets. Even these false prophets. And this is about Nathaniel, the guy from was it that shit ass camp? ICU, something, something. I seen a bunch of them niggas lined up like it's school, single file line. Uh, when was it? I was down in McDonough, Georgia, and yeah, them niggas was like lined up because I guess they were having some kind of like some thing going on. They're all purple gold people, the purple shirt wearing mother suckers. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers just lined up to go into the slaughter. That what it look like, just to be lied to you in a line to be told lies. I was like, damn, damn, damn. This was like a month ago or two. No, actually 2 months ago. Drove past the place one morning, and there they go, lined up. It was a Saturday morning, I think. But anyway,
Walletmore is selling the microchip in parts of Europe. It's about the size of a grain of rice, goes under the skin. It's then activated using a digital wallet app.
And it'll be implanted, Julia, into your hand.
I don't know. I feel kind of creepy about this. I mean, they can track everything we do anyway, right?
Sure, yeah. I don't know.
they can track anything you do, so you might as well go ahead and take that shit, because of course you're going to. Especially if you're a heathen, it doesn't really matter, because you're going to get destroyed anyway. We continue on with the video.
Interested in it. Keep it away from me.
I just want to know how it affects your body.
Yeah, it can't be good. It can't be good to put some electronic.
Well, hell, all you gotta do is just look on the internet. You'll find out more. Hell, it's doing bad on these animals because they got people who've been microchipping. Oh shoot, the CHIP implanting their dogs and cats, and they end up getting cancer. And there's an old article back in 2017, I believe, and it was like shit. You could find 10 articles from the major news outlets to small ones. But they all put that information out there in damn near 1 week or either 1 month. But hey, there's no other updates about it. And it might be. But anyway.
Device in your body and keep it there. Ooh, good luck with that.
Once the implant goes in, there are no refunds.
Right now, chips are not sold in the U.S. Crazy.
What that bitch say? I know what she said. She said chips are not sold in the U.S. Wait a minute. Let's check this out. Let's debunk this. Because I've shown this in other videos that you can buy these suckers on Amazon. No, it was eBay or Amazon. So let's go shopping. Let's go shopping for the, oh, whoa, wowzers. 110, but how many are there? It's not just one. Yeah, man. Wowzers. This one glows in the dark. Or not glows in the dark. It's got a light. Yeah, that shit got a light. How would that look like? It's got a light. Are you serious? Yeah, look at that hand. It's glowing. Yeah, that shit is glowing. It's got a light. Oh, well, you know they gonna taste a missile. They gonna taste a missile. Or eat a missile. Or not eat a missile. The missile gonna eat them, really. It's the other way around. Missile food. That flame's gonna eat that flesh up. Shit. But for you you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds that look like other nations, like old Becky right here that's got got that MOTB, and this whoever this guy hand is, he got that, or she got, well, I don't know. This sucker got 3 of them in their arm. Got a red, look like a damn traffic light. They did that shit on purpose. They made it like a traffic light. Red, yellow, green. Shit. I guess red means danger, you in bad health. Yellow means, you're alright. But green means you're super great. Yeah, well, anyway. Dangerous things. Oh, that's the site where you can buy it. He's saying you can't buy them in the US. I'm like, well, shit. Dangerous Things is an American company, right? And there's many other companies that's doing this. Hell, they even got a quarter. Well, anyway. Yeah, I think they're American based. If I can find out, biohacking. Yeah, they're gonna hack your body up, put some some dangerous thing in you. New to biohacking. Not sure where to start. How about say, hell no. Be a cyborg. Oh, that's one thing I would mention. I'm watching the last episode of Halo, the TV show, and there's the Sheetamite scientist. She's they hear her narrate. You can hear her talking at the end and talking about transitioning. Talking about human race is not what it's supposed to be. We have to upgrade this and that, but they ain't really referring to turning into robots. But pretty much all, because the super soldiers on there, from the guy named John, Master Chief, um, Kai from the chick that she took her little whatever the little digital thing out of her back, and now she feeling more human than the other. Ain't it funny? Two of the Edomites, they took the things out, and they minds are free. But the Jakes, the Israelites, the Israelite man and the Israelite woman, the chick with the freckles, they still like, I'm loyal to the NSCC or whatever the hell that four acronym bullshit. They loyal to that shit. They never took them chips out. I mean, they never took the CHIP implants out so they could feel more human. They just as cold as hell. Cold as Esau. But Esau got that shit out, right? Anyway. Yeah, but anyway, let me get into this. See what I mean? They got fish. Damn, these niggas want to do CHIP the fish, pole fish, CHIP the rabbit, pole rabbit, and you got the dog, of course. You got the dogs. Man, 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 man. But I ain't surprised about it. But damn, the fish? Really? Damn. Yeah, what he says, I want my feelings back. Yeah, you gonna want your feelings back. Yeah, he got a little something on his head. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I was just going. I didn't want to make this video just one topic about food shortage, and we're gonna talk about this too. The CHIP implant, the marker, or the MOTB. Speaking in code. Gotta remember to speak in code. Oh, Revelations. Was that Revelations? Uh-oh. Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. He is worship. Here is worship. Excuse me. Uh, here is worship. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, threescore, and six. See, yeah, you see that. 666. In Revelation chapter 19, verse 20, and the beast was taken. Now, this is what happens when you take it. When the Lord returns, this was going to happen. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that won't won't miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshiped his image. Yeah, you worshiping that beast system, and you loving it. Well, guess what you're gonna also get in return for taking that shit? Taking that shit, what I was talking about. Taking this shit, what I'm talking about. Where is it? Uh-oh. Was it dangerous things? God dang it. You mean I gotta scroll all the way up? Taking this thing. The hacker warehouse. Anyway. Damn, that's a lot of hurts. And that's gonna you're gonna get a lot of problems going on up in there, in your body when you take that thing, plug and play, crypto bionetic implant, whatever. And they ain't selling in the US, but it look like you could buy it here. What the hell you talking about, lady? You could buy a lot of that shit here. Yeah, and it's a dangerous thing. And you got other companies selling it, but different names. But let me finish up. These both were cast alive into the lake of burning fire with brimstone. Yeah, that's when them ICBM missiles, the ICBM missiles launch off, and the warheads get disattached from the missiles and start just going to their destination where they the target at, and vaporize whoever got the shit. It's gonna vaporize. They're gonna vaporize the whole country. It's gonna be so many spread out. The Lord gonna put the spirit on man to launch those missiles. And the missiles gonna be pinpoint accuracy, because he gonna control them suckers. They're using the chariots. They gonna move them suckers from here to there to there to here, and launch them suckers to where they need to go. They got enough ICBM missile or warheads to maybe take out shit, but take out everything in America. Shit, what I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to say one thing, but I might as well just say it. It's gonna destroy America, Babylon the Great. So I get back to the video.
How convenient would it be To pay at the cash register by simply showing your face or scanning a fingerprint. Well, this is now a reality in Sao Paulo, Brazil. MasterCard has launched a pilot program at 5 grocery stores in the South American city where customers can authenticate their identity using their biometric information. To pay at the checkout, customers simply look at the terminal, which scans their face using facial recognition software, or place their finger on the fingerprint scanner. No PIN, no tap and go, just a smile or a wave of the hand. Customers will need to upload a photograph of their face or a scan of their fingerprint and link that to their MasterCard account. The pilot program is an attempt.
Yeah, I talked about that in another video like a couple days ago. Well, I don't know if it was yesterday, but yeah.
By MasterCard to break into the contactless biometrics market, which is expected to be worth about $18 billion by 2026. The scheme has raised concerns over customer privacy and how the data is collected and stored. MasterCard say the system's secure. Would you do it?
And this nigga here, ain't no microchip. And it's about to be June. In the next, how many days? Yeah, it's gonna be June again soon. And 1, 2, 3 shit, about a week and a half from now. It's gonna be June, a week and a half. It's gonna get hot too. It's already hot. Talking about the temperature, yeah, and it's gonna even get more hot when people start losing their minds. When the diesel is short, and the diesel short, nobody ain't delivering hardly anything. And the food, people gonna be bum rushing the food, the toilet paper, the baby formula. And then when it's going and taking, people gonna be start going and taking the actions, taking it to their own actions, or I don't know how you say it, but pretty much robbing people, busting people upside the daggone head, up in the noggin, anything they can use to get what they want, you know. But let's finish this up. I got one more video I want to play.
I'm not so sure.
It's another one about food. Should have played food first and then this, or this first. I don't know. Anyway.
Starting today, you can pay for your groceries at a local store with the palm of your hand.
That's interesting.
Yes.
The Whole Foods store on Arbor Trails is introducing Amazon One.
Move over, Apple Pay. Amazon is trying to muscle its way into your digital wallet.
Amazon is ramping up its contactless payment system nationwide that works by scanning the palm of your hand right there.
And you have to scan both of your palms like the guy's doing right there, put in your phone number, then when you go back to the store in future visits, you just need to hover over it.
That's right, and you don't need to have your card at all. Whole Foods plans to add Amazon One to its stores at the Domain and other parts of Austin, Bee Cave, and Cedar Park. What do you guys think? The future is here.
Says Elon Musk says Neuralink brain CHIP will be similar in complexity level to smart watches. Pretty much monitoring where you're going. Monitoring your body functions. So when you getting out of line, they're shutting you down. If the bank account number, you wiping out your bank account, ain't enough, well, we'll just shut your ass down completely.
You've gone from watching drum solos on your phone to playing along with them in a soundproof basement. Download and
This video is brought to you by Manscaped. Stick around to hear more about the discount they're providing to the entire upper echelon community. Okay, before getting started, I need to warn everyone, this video will not be fun to watch. It might be enjoyable to watch for some of you, but it isn't going to make anyone feel good, it's not going to bring anyone joy, and it's not going to try and put some sort of positive spin on things, because global markets right now are anything and everything other than positive. This video is going to discuss a series of well-established events that, in my opinion, in tandem with each other, are going to cause global food shortages well and truly beyond anything that current media sources are willing to report. Now, the idea here is to connect a series of dots, which will, in turn, bring us to a logical conclusion, but it is entirely possible that those of you watching right now will come to a different conclusion. That is not wrong, it is not invalid, and while I may disagree with you, it's important to recognize that just because data suggests one thing, with a high probability I might add, it does not mean that such a thing will happen with any degree of certainty. Basically, if you want to call me a doomer and say, stop exaggerating, everything is going to be completely fine, feel free to do so. And with that out of the way, let's officially get started. I want to begin by painting a picture of overindulgence and critical resources. Increasingly affluent countries, like the United States, for example, consume a disproportionate amount of grain per person, and according to an analysis done by Lester Brown in the climate publication Grist, Americans consume, on average, 1,763 pounds of grain per person per year. This total is actually broken down into direct and indirect consumption, but when compared to other nations on Earth, such as India, as an example, where residents consume, on average, just 440 pounds per year, with very little comparable indirect consumption, it can be seen as a rather colossal figure. Compounding this is the functionality of commercial livestock, where, according to the Cornell Chronicle, even back in 1997, the grain that is consumed by livestock in the United States alone could feed over 800 million people. All of this is to say that grain is obviously important. However, when accurately assessing just how important in terms of global food supply, it becomes incredibly complex, because grain is a foundational part of the food pyramid. And when you factor in relative consumption, such as the United States, on average consuming 4 times as much per person when compared to India, it becomes almost impossible. Basically, grain is the foundation of our food system, not just for actual grain products, but also for meat, therefore dairy as well, and ultimately
What you saying that Americans are greedy as hell? And shit. Yeah. You can see that, but all the food being, you can see the size of these people, but then also the food that a lot of people eat. It's not because they eating a lot of food. It's either the food is created for you to keep eating, or they put chemicals in the food, and then the food that you eating stays inside you like forever chemicals. It makes you bloated, build up unnecessary waste and weight, all kind of shit. It's not even like the food, like you see your some people bodies is overweight or obese. It might not even be real fat inside their body. It could be some other shit that's simulated to fat. I don't know, you know. But hey, it is what it is. That's what people say.
almost everything that we consume. So, why am I saying all this? The answer is complicated, but the short version is that a reduction, even a very small relative reduction in global grain supply, can have severe consequences. And today, when looking at all the factors combined from a series of recent events, I would like to make the case that we will see not a small reduction in grain supply, but a large one, which will have extreme impact on many nations around the globe, moderate impact on others, and very few people in the world will be able to entirely avoid the consequences. Before going further, it's time for the video sponsor. Today, once again, that sponsor is Manscaped, and of course, they have all their traditional products, such as the Lawnmower 4.0. Alright, let's get into specifics here. March 22nd, 2022, World Food Program Executive Director for the United Nations, David Beasley, warned that we should get ready for hell in terms of global food supply. He warns that a coming shortfall in developing nations of critical grain can lead to destabilization and mass migration. But rather than simply focusing on...
If they get ready for hell, shit. Yeah, he said get ready for hell. Hell, we already in hell, but it's gonna get worse. Yeah. I think I said something like that in the last video. About, oh yeah, religious people, the difference between religious people and spiritual people. When you know you in hell, and you trying to find a way out of hell, you're a spiritual person. And the only way out of hell, out of this hell, is through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh. Well, first Yahweh. Well, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Yup. So, in order to get approval from Yahweh, you gotta go through his son Yahweh Shah. You gotta be an Israelite too. A Hebrew Israelite, a so-called black, Latino, Native American, or a speckled bird. We can't like, oh, you're an Israelite. You know, it's all about the spirit. It ain't about just. It's not about the appearance. It's about the spirit. But I'm trying to get my mind together. My mind ain't together. It's late. See what time it is. I need to, man. I just want to go ahead and wrap this up, but I don't want to do it now. I want to get some more stuff in here. I ain't gonna play this video too long, but if you want to, you can check this out. There go the title, there go the channel.
On the words of one expert, I'd like to connect a series of dots here that go well and truly beyond a condensed explanation and suggest, at least to me personally, that the grain shortages that we are facing right now will be far more severe than anything predicted thus far. First and foremost, shortages will be caused by the war in Ukraine. This is one aspect of the problem that is well documented and understood, but to thoroughly explain and provide visuals in the process, we need to look at the import-export market for wheat and corn. For starters, both Russia and Ukraine are some.
But wait a minute. You talking about it was Russia and Ukraine, but what about India? India said, hey, we gonna cut. And what they got India in here? Well, really? Russia and Ukraine? France? France produced more wheat than. Hold on. You got Italy. Well, France produced more wheat than Ukraine. So I'm like, they say they the top, but you ain't the top. France is the top above Ukraine. Well, either way it goes, they're gonna shut this shit down. So is Egypt 10%? I don't know. But what's up, man? Think that I can't zoom into that.
The top producers and exporters of wheat with substantial growth.
Oh, I see. These are exporters. This is importers.
Growth in wheat production for both of these countries during 2019 and 2020. When it comes to corn, Ukraine is once again a high-level player in the export market, producing 12.8% of the global supply by itself in 2020. These numbers, of course, are reflective of a pre-war environment, and of course, open kinetic-based warfare is going to hinder production. There is a significant downturn in grain production when a country is being actively invaded, with territory seized and occupied, especially during planting season, I might add. But something far more damaging is a Russian blockade of Ukrainian ports. In an effort to weaken Ukraine's ability to defend territory, Russia has blockaded Black Sea ports, which effectively cut off international grain shipments from the country, what little are still being produced, by way of the.
Anyway, enough talk about what country is this, what country is that. You just know it's coming. Definitely World War III. And all this shit is orchestrated by the wicked, but ultimately by Yahweh Bashim Awashal. And a lot of people gonna have problems. Very bad problems. So anyway, see what other problems the Lord gonna be creating. Well, of course, famine. Let's see what other problems He gonna create during this whole calamity and sorrows. It's gonna be taking place pretty soon. Luke chapter 21, verse 11. Oh no. Start with 10. They said, then said he unto them, nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom. Yeah, war. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Yep. The Lord gonna shake this place up. And famines. Yep. Like you say, we just get into that. Famines. And pestilence. People gonna be coughing and sicking and shit. Got the monkey pops. I don't even know. But hey, they gonna be some shit. Especially when shit's locked down and shut down. You gonna have fleas, ticks, bed bugs, roaches, rats, mice, everywhere. I don't even know you shit how like everywhere, but these motherfuckers gonna be everywhere. The Lord's gonna cruel, and that's gonna bring a lot of problems. I hope and pray that shit don't come our way, but it probably will. Shit, as much rats I had to kill in my house, and mice I had to kill in my house, they got in my house. Boy, they were having a party down in the basement. I had to get them traps. I shot one with a BB gun one time. I hate the damn kill it, but shit, that motherfucker I don't want to kill me. It might jump on me or they pee is lethal. It gets on your skin and it can get your skin absorb the pee pee and man, you better hurry up and get some damn help. Even the mice, you better hurry up and get some damn. When it field mice, you sweeping up the dookie. What it does, particles could possibly break up, and you inhale it, and you'll have some kind of some stuff in your lungs that's deadly. I just want to give that tip out. The field mice and even rats, same way. One bigger than the other, but they all both deadly. Carry diseases. But oh yeah, and fearful sights, because that's another thing that's a fearful sight. Seeing a whole bunch of rats and mice, an army of them just sweeping down the road or down the field, just or all in your house and shit. You know, that's a fearful sight. And there's going to be many fearful sights when you see people with a damn human finger dangling in their mouth like it's a damn a piece of shrimp or something. Sucking on a thumb. Yep. Yeah, somebody shoot a middle finger at somebody, shot the bird at somebody, then they gonna be like, oh, you gonna shoot the middle finger at me? Moments later, they got that same finger they got shot with. Now they got it in their mouth chewing on it. Yum, yum, yum. They took care of that person. You be like, yeah, that's an asshole. I took care of that person. This the finger he had shot a bird at me, you know? And just nod on that shit like it's jerky. The old finger. Anyway, fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven, coming from up above, of another realm, another dimension, where Yahweh Bashem Shah dwell. Come on now. You people there thinking the Lord wouldn't do such a thing? Man, please. But I know one thing he will do. You know one thing he will do for his elect. Was it Job chapter 5, verse 20? In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Yeah, the Lord. You know what? Let me start over. Behold, happy is the man who God Yahweh creative. Therefore, dis, the despise not. I can't pronounce it, but thou the chastening of the Almighty, for he maketh sore, and bendeth up, he woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 days shall no evil touch thee. Yep. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the powers of the sword. Thou said, be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt, shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. A destruction of famine, at destruction and famine, thou said, laugh. Oh, yeah. You heard that? That people be like, damn, that's pretty sick. How can you laugh at destruction and famine? Yeah, well, you do whatever the hell you want to do. He's got the power. Shoot. Neither said thou be afraid of the beasts of the field. Even he gonna control the beasts of the field, the wild animals. You got the raccoons. You know, I already talked about rats and mice. Um, yeah, you gonna be at peace. The elect gonna be at peace with the animals, and even if wild animals escape from the zoo, from the gorillas to the orangutans to the snub-nosed monkey. Them little funny little thing, man. They got no nose. They look like Michael Jackson with no nose. And they got like little nipples on their lips and shit. They dangles. Yeah, I think they some Chinese. I think they Chinese monkeys. But anyway, for thou set be in the league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Like I just said, the animals gonna be at peace because the Lord put this. He's controlling the animals. Yahweh Bashim Ashar is controlling the animals. Make sure they don't maul your ass to death. Cause you've been doing you one of the Lord's elect, either a man, woman, or child. Be amazing to see a child being at peace with the animals and the animals protecting the child. It's amazing to see a man or woman being at peace with the animals. You be like the beast master. You feel like you the beast master. Heck yeah, but Toto and Dodo. Or Udo and Kudo, whatever them damn ferrets called. Yeah, but that's coming from the power of Yahweh Bashim. Coming from the powers of Yahweh Bashim Shah. Heck yeah. Toto and Bobo. Or whatever the name is. But yeah, man, it's famine. It's gonna get real, man. I don't want to play no more of this video. I'm about to wrap it up. I gotta go to sleep. I need to go and read. But shoot, I haven't read Bible in like daggone damn near a week. Shoot. I'm slacking. I ain't slacking with the videos. I want to do videos because it's so much I want to say. Get it out. So much to talk about. Show whoever's watching this video to show you that, man, it's coming. It is coming. And are you ready? Some people are not. You're not spiritually ready. Definitely not mentally ready. I mean, those two most important. The most important is spiritually ready, and also mentally to be able to take it in a way where it doesn't make you want to kill yourself, or do irrational things, Yeah, so many videos, this shit popping like popcorn, man. They pop up every day about some one thing and another. Go one in the truest it is GMS UK. The end is near, nah, or near. But yeah, you got another channel. I got this channel locked in. Cause I think I had the channel. Yeah, I do have that subscribe. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go and get this real quick. It says all supermarkets in UK are going bio digital. Yep, no cash, no cards. They're gonna do their eye retina scanning and fingerprint stuff and facial recognition. And then they gather enough information from everybody just to keep an update. Then they gonna implement the CHIP. Yep, the MOTB, the grain of the digital rice. You gonna get the digital rice. It's the size of a grain of rice, but you're gonna get the digital rice. And then also you can get that damn one with Elon Musk he be trying to sell y'all. That brain CHIP implant. But yeah, you get that digital rice. That shit be yeah. Get your ass cancer too. Make you bug out, probably see demons. Lord gonna actually make them demons come around when the time come. And apparitions. Yeah, but anyway, I don't want to keep going on. I gotta stop for now. I don't want to make this too long because people watch a long video. Once again, another 1 hour long video. They're like, oh, I don't want to listen to this guy. I don't like the way he sounds. He's so stupid. He's talking about some Yahoo. I'm like, nigga, it's Yahweh by Shah. And don't never make fun of those names because he'll bring terror to your ass. They will bring terror to your ass. That's a fact. And look what's going on right now. He about to bring it with this diesel shortage and food shortage and they're gonna be famine and ooh wee. Once you cut off the diesel, it's a wrap. Or even if you cut off the electricity, it's a wrap. And oh, yeah, didn't I talk about that in my last video? Yep. But it's gonna be a wrap. A rappity rap. Yep, close the casket on this bitch. This shit stink. Talking about this country, really. Babylon, this whore. Close the casket on this bitch, cause this body of this country is decaying. time to go ahead and throw it in it. To just go ahead and just drop some nukes on that motherfucker and get it on out the way. We're gonna cremate this the Lord gonna cremate this country, man. Forget the casket. He gonna cremate this bitch with those thermonuclear missiles. Well, not the missiles, but the ICBMs or the warheads coming off the ICBM missiles. But anyway, I just want to say to the men out there teaching, preaching the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, the spirit, in the spirit, the truth, and nothing but the truth, and the women out there teaching and preaching. Not they teach. God dang it! See, I mean, it's late. My knees getting a little sore, and I'm sitting down, and I can feel my knees getting a little weak. But what I meant to say, the men out there teaching and preaching, the women stay humble. You don't teach and you don't preach. You just stay humble. Especially if a man is teaching and preaching, you stay silent. Zip it. If you got something to say, raise your hand up like you in the first grade. Like teacher. I have a question. What is your question? And he'll give you an answer. Well, anyway, for you women out there, stay humble, and if you stay in order, if you ain't got a man, stay in order with Yahweh Bashim shall be your man, and he'll give you a man. I meant to say that you can stay in order. But anyway, to the hopeful elect, peace and blessings. All praise Yahweh Bashim Shah. Shalom.